Hello, dear students. So far, we heard many success stories of students clearing CA and CMA examinations. But today, we have a very special guest who achieved what he dreamt of, unlike us. That is cracking CAT, an entrance examination for admission into prestigious management institute, which is IIM's Indian Institute of Management. Even I'm proud to say that he completed his entire CA CMA journey with masterminds, that is from MEC to CA CMA final. Hi Jayanth.
Hi, madam.
Hope you are on cloud nine celebrating your success in CAT examination. Thank you for being with us. And how do you feel about your success?
Yes, madam, I'm on cloud nine and I feel really great about the success, madam. Now I'm just hoping to complete converting these calls into seats, madam, now.
Very nice. Before we deep dive into your success journey, we would like to know your family background and your schooling.
Okay, ma'am, I studied in Lagos, Nigeria, madam, in the school called Indian Language School. It's a CBSE affiliated school. My father is a chartered accountant as well, but he's working in a company called Sunflag Nigeria Limited in Nigeria. And my mom's a homemaker. My brother is also pursuing chartered accountant studies right now.
Great. Generally, when you are a topper or when you got good grades in your 10th, people motivate you to join either MPC or BIPC. But still, what made you to choose MEC, that too in masterminds?
Ma'am, I was always interested in the commerce side of things, ma'am. And my father is also a chartered accountant, so I was also inspired by him.
Very nice, very nice. So the path is very clear for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. So can you brief us about your journey in masterminds till CA Inter?
Well, ma'am, I joined masterminds in 2015 for the MEC Inter first year. My batch was completely comprised of students from the CBSE background or ICSE background. And the 2 years were very well spent, madam, I felt. We learned a lot and also got good grades. I got 96.3% at the end of my course here and completed by 2017. And I did my CPT in June 2017. That also I studied here in Masterminds only. As soon as I cleared CPT with 91%, as I remember, I continued my coaching here for MEC for the CA Inter as well, and gave it in May 2018 attempt. And I did my articleship as well here in Guntur, and then I did my CA final coaching here. And based on that coaching alone, I also completed my CMA final as well as my CA final.
So you have finished off your total CA journey.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but actually, in CA Inter, because that is very intermediary stage, where a student gets stuck up into lot of distractions and that all. So you had any distractions, or if so, how you have overcome your distractions?
Well, ma'am, actually, not too many distractions, but whatever distractions were there, by the time the exams were coming close, like with the revision exam starting, we got into the mood of it. So I think the revision exams really helped me to get into the preparation mode.
So as far as your opinion is concerned, what you feel like, because now at that time, when you used to study your CA Inter, there was no online, offline mode. Yes. But now there is an option to student, either they can go for online or they can come and sit here on offline mode. So what do you think, like basing on the present scenario, what is going on, what do you suggest to the students, whether it is better to go for online mode during the preparation time or offline mode?
Well, ma'am, I would personally suggest students to go for the offline mode. In the online mode, I did try some classes in online mode for other things, and I often tended to skip watching them. I thought that I'll watch it again later. But in an offline class, it's more you will be more focused. So I think offline is better to go physically and study.
See, coming to CA final, we'll be having not much options for going for offline mode for each and every subject.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe it is mandatory at that point of time to go for online mode for some subjects. But coming to CA Inter, I think generally the student will be in a very intermediary stage. So generally they need a physical observation. Students need observation, right?
Yes.
So as far as your opinion is concerned, it's preferred to have physical mode to come and sit in the classroom and to write the revision exams and follow the schedule.
Yes.
So, to what extent the revision schedule helped for you in achieving your success?
Ma'am, they were really helpful, ma'am. I think
Good.
without the revision exams, maybe I might not have passed in the first attempt itself. But they
Oh,
really helped me
nice,
pass, ma'am.
nice. How you planned your both articles and CA final studies?
Ma'am, my articles I've done it here in Guntur only.
Okay,
And my sir was also really helpful. My
great.
yes, sir. So it
Then
was
you are lucky enough.
yes, ma'am. He was really helpful. So it helped me complete my CA final also and attend classes as well.
Nice. Did you get any rank during this CA and CMA journey?
Ma'am, I got in CMA Inter, I got the 20th rank, ma'am.
So, one thing I can say, although you are not a rank holder, except in one particular stage, because that gives us all a very big boost.
Yes,
That means, like, even though we are not rank holders, still we can crack a very prestigious examination called CAT. So,
Yes.
because that's truly inspiring.
Yes.
Majority of the students, what they think is generally the students who are in the toppers or the rankers only can crack examination like CAT. But this is truly inspiring that if you have a strong determination, every student can definitely crack CAT examination with perseverance, right?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, ma'am. We don't need to worry because that there are only toppers here. We are actually at an advantage if we have come from the CA course. Maximum around 70% to 80% students are from engineering backgrounds. So being a CA or being from the CA course itself gives us a unique advantage over all of the other students.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. Like how your CA journey helped you to crack this CAT examination, because the continuous dedication towards your exams and the work what we do, I think was it useful for you to crack your CAT examination, your first attempt, that to first attempt?
Yes, ma'am. It was definitely helpful, especially the CPT syllabus, which includes all the mathematical topics. Being well versed there will definitely help you here.
Nice, very nice. So, what is it a sudden decision to go for IAMs
No,
and prepare for CAT examination, or was it a pre-planned one?
it was pre-planned, ma'am. I always had an idea that if I'm able to complete my CA fast enough, I should definitely go for an MBA.
Yes. Where did you took your CAT coaching and for how many months, and what is your preparation strategy?
Okay. Well, ma'am, I took my CAT coaching from here, Tying Guntur branch, madam. Physical classes, that too. My preparation strategy was mostly continuously solving sums and problems and looking at different kind of models. And for English, especially, it's reading papers and reading an English paper. I preferred the Hindu over others. And also reading all kinds of essays and topics, especially things like psychology. Those kinds of topics tend to be really difficult when you face it in the exam. And for maths, whatever materials they gave, I followed that extensively. And if you already remember things from the CPT level, it will become even easier to quickly complete whatever they've given and go for even more advanced problems. And I think DILR for me was the tougher part because it was somewhat new compared to everything. But I think there's a foundation now in the CA foundation level for logical reasoning as well.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am. So maybe they might find it easier than it was for me. And I guess I also took mock tests, madam. Mock tests from another two institutes, from IMS and CAT King.
Okay.
Time Institute already gave mock tests in the package. So doing all those mock tests, and if you focus a lot, if you do it consistently, it will help you crack it easily enough.
So nice, Jayanth. Basing on the experience what you had during your CAT examination while interacting with your friends, which educational background you think is more fitting to crack CAT examination?
Well, I won't say that there is any particular educational background that you need to crack the exam. Anybody can do it. But I think having a foundation in the CA, CMA courses will help us a lot, especially if we remember our basic maths topics. And whatever we studied in the CA, CMA course will help us when we are actually pursuing the MBA, because lots of subjects are similar, but we'll only get a more industry-centric view. That's the only difference there.
Exactly. Generally, we all have a myth called generally engineering students who are damn good at math can better crack these competitive examinations like CAT. But you proved something very unique that even a CS student can easily, with a strong dedication, can prove and complete this CAT examination. What is your suggestion to CA aspirants and those who are in this CA journey?
Okay, ma'am, for one thing, I'd say if you do plan on doing an MBA, definitely look at try to practice your math sums. It will help you save time to practice other areas where you're weak. And also, I'd suggest that try to do a BCom or whichever degree you're interested in. Try to complete that also, because it becomes difficult sometimes to get into other colleges other than IIMs. We have good colleges like SPJIMR, and also IITs are now offering MBA, and they're also coming to the top. But if you don't have a BCom with the CA, sometimes they tend to not let you apply.
So it's a wonderful suggestion, Jayanth, because most of our students will be in a dilemma whether to write degree along with CA or not. So that is a very good suggestion from your side, because now we all our minds are very, very clear that it's very important to pursue a regular degree, possibly along with CA or CMA.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
If not into IIMs, like as you were referring to some other colleges,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
what other good institutions that we can choose for, and what is the preparation strategy that a student should have?
Well, ma'am, for you don't need to prepare much, because it's mainly CAT, ma'am. CAT will get you into the maximum number of colleges. You also have other exams, but if you're looking to go to IIMs or even IITs, and there's also SPJIMR, which is SPJain, and other institutes also, but I haven't applied to too many. There's also MDI, IMT, and all kinds of colleges. They're all good, and all of them take CAT, madam. They give. Sorry?
Yeah, your goal is very clear. You want to crack only IIMs, so you
Yes,
did so.
yes, ma'am.
That's very nice. But generally, during this article's journey, apart from CA final, what other things the student should be equipped with? In the sense, like newspaper reading, and what else the student should be equipped with so that they feel very comfortable while cracking the CAT examination?
Definitely newspaper reading, and I'd suggest the Hindu, especially its editorials.
Yes.
And you have to be aware about current affairs. They don't test it in CAT, but when you go to the interview stage, it will be really helpful.
Exactly. So during this article's journey also, you were focused on that, like you used to read newspapers and watch out current affairs and that all?
Yes, ma'am. I used to read the newspaper and follow current affairs as well.
Great. So we want to know a little bit about this selection process for IIMs. Can you brief up that selection process or selection criteria for IIMs?
Sure, ma'am. Well, each IIM is unique in their selection process, but generally across the board, you can see that everybody looks at your 10th score, your 12th score. In some cases, they may not consider your degree at the initial stage, but they might look at it later. Or if they don't give it a weightage when selecting you for for interview calls, they might give it weightage later when they actually offer you a seat, and they look at your CAT score. It's not CAT alone that gets you into the college. You have to have everything. Preferably, if you should try to target a good score in the UG 10th and 12th levels as well. And also CAT percentile for CS, if you look at it, I think I've heard some people get it 98 as well, male. For female, I think it was also 96 is also there. for those who have gone through CA, CMA. It depends on your category.
Good.
And even CMA and CS have an equal chance. Some people might feel that only CAs will have a chance. CMAs also have an equal chance here. They are not saying only CA, only CMA. Everybody has a chance in professional courses.
That's a very good news to all of us.
Yes, ma'am. And especially those people who have some work experience, they'll also get a plus point. But mostly, if you have a 1 year or more of work experience, you'll get more weightage. But even if you're a fresher, it doesn't matter. Most of the IIMs take almost, I think it was around 20% at the very least. Candidates are freshers.
Okay, so it is preferable to have a work experience for at least 1 year.
It will help you, ma'am, and it will also give you something to talk about in the interviews.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. Right. So thank you so much for being with us and sharing your inspiring thoughts with all of us. Thank you once again, Jayanth.
Thank you, ma'am. It was a pleasure to be here, ma'am.
Thank you so much.